did you want to tell your story that you were going to tell me about?
Dude, so, and I love that you haven't heard this too.
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
That's why I haven't told you even off air.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so this is just to like preface this. This has got to be top 5 best story that I have. And it happened recently. Because I have some go-tos, you know, like if I'm at a party or out with some friends or something and
yeah, you have some good ones.
Yeah, if the vibe is kind of low, I'm like, all right, I got an incredible story. So this happened, it would have to be February 23rd because that was a Saturday, and we had a show on the 24th, and
right, that's the day I left for California.
Yep, yeah, and we went and we had practice, and the idea was, you know, we practice at Vinny's house, and then Vinny and I each have SUVs, so we were gonna put guitar shit in my rig, and then we were gonna put all the drum stuff in Vinny's, and then we would meet up at the Paris Theater the following day and, you know, do load in, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So we have practice, we load up, and we kind of have this tradition of after practice, we eat edibles and we play Mario Kart.
Okay.
So we do that. It's a blast, having a good time. And my edible is catching up with me hard. And for me, like, I think it's like this for a lot of people. With drugs, like, transitioning is easily the hardest part for me. Like, it is, like, the idea of leaving someone's house to go to my house and I am fucking barbecued. Like, that's so difficult. But at the same time, it's what I want to do because I don't want to be somewhere else when I'm getting that high. So I feel it creeping on me. And I'm like, I got to go. And they're like, okay, cool, man. You know, we'll see you tomorrow. So I take off. And I do love to drive when I'm stoned. It's not the same as, like, it's not the same as alcohol. I've driven on like a beer and a half. And
Agreed.
It's been too much. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
I definitely have been too high. And I probably should have driven.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Years ago.
But I typically, you know, I just feel like my car is actually a spaceship. I jack the music way up and I'm vibing.
You're vibing it.
And if anything, I'm typically going like 30 under the speed limit, not over.
Totally.
So I get home and I backed my car into the driveway because I'm like, you know, it's a safe-ish area, but...
Do you usually do that?
No, I don't. And I was like, you know, but if somebody's got their eye on some shit, which how the fuck are they going to know that on this one particular day there's some gear inside the tinted windows of my vehicle?
Is
like,
it all of your gear? Is that what you said?
This is all guitar gear. So like none of it's mine, but I still want to protect it, obviously. And I think what got me a little bit paranoid was at the height of my like highness, Chris, our bassist, says, is our stuff going to be safe at your place? Which, like...
Just kind of gave you the bad...
Yeah, so I responded like, oh, absolutely. But then afterwards, I'm like thinking about it.
Right.
So then, you know, whatever. I get home, I back in, and then I forget the gear's there. I forget about the whole situation, and I'm chilling. I just got some Philips Hue lights, like those neon, like smart LED bulbs or whatever.
Right.
I'm listening to fucking Aaron Carter's newest album and like... jacked up the I've got like purple and pink and I'm high as shit. I'm just like I'm just chilling out, having a great Saturday night.
Partied yourself.
Just me and my dog.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna eat and then I gotta go to bed. So I go, I'm watching an episode of The Office. I eat and then I'm like, in my head, all I can hear is Chris going, is our stuff gonna be safe?
Right.
So I was like, I have a Ring doorbell and then I have a Ring camera pointing right at my driveway. So I'm like, I'm sure everything's fine, but I'm just going to check the Ring camera because why the fuck not? And I check it.
You just from your phone.
I do this from my phone on the couch. I check it and it immediately shows me the driveway. And there is no shit, a dude with the back of my 4Runner open and he's just scoping out the gear. I'm assuming based on his body language and shit that he just got there. He just opened it. He's looking sketchy to me, and I'm like, oh, my God. And my heart starts beating, and I'm still super high at this point. And now I have to go confront a bad guy.
Oh, God.
So I remember I looked at Scary, and she's shaking, and she gives me this look like, this is what we train for. Let's fucking roll. Like, I felt like she already knew what was up. So I go in my room where I have a baseball bat. I grab the baseball bat. I fucking like 300 kick open my back door to my house.
So you got a baseball bat in your pitbull.
And I just scream something like It was something like, let's do this or let's fucking party. It was something legit psychotic. And I go around. So now I'm in my backyard and I open up my back fence.
I wish I could have seen this.
I open up my back fence and I'm just a fucking maniac. Scary runs out the back. And I look at my car and the back is shut. The lights are off. No one to be found. So
what?
I'm like, okay, he clearly heard me. Like my war cry of let's party fucking worked. And he's running down the street. So Scary and she's got no collar on. She looks insane.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm in my underwear, by the way.
Okay.
And with a baseball bat.
Yep.
And like bedhead, just fucking crazy hair.
Is it a busy neighborhood?
No, this is like...
So no one would have seen this?
No, this is like midnight, 1 a.m.
Okay.
And I look up and down the street. I see nobody. And I'm like,
really?
What the fuck is going... Like, how high am I? So I go back in the house and I'm sitting there like...
Did you check your car first?
I did, yeah. Everything's locked. Everything's good. Everything's in there.
It's locked.
I'm fine, yes.
Everything's locked?
Yes. So I'm like, what fucking Jordan Peele movie am I in right now? This is a nightmare. So then I go inside and I'm like, were my eyes playing tricks on me? I open up Ring. And this is where I tell you guys that Ring recently updated their app to where when you open it, it does not show you a live, this is what's happening right now view. It shows you a most recent activity view. It was me coming home.
Oh my God.
And looking in the back of my own vehicle at 7:33 p.m. So I'm out in my underwear with a baseball bat chasing ghosts that look like me. And you know what's really fucked up? I remember thinking that when I saw this guy on my phone, I was like, that skinny fuck, I could destroy him.
Right,
I'm that skinny
pussy.
Fuck.
Oh my God, dude.
So listen.
Oh, kids, don't do drugs.
Weed, baby.
Dude, that is unfucking real, man.
It's rough, man. Have you ever been embarrassed when you're alone? Like, that's a rough fucking way to live. And I had a hard time sleeping.
You're like,
I was embarrassed that Scary saw all that. I was just like, this is...
Oh, she'll never forgive me.
It was rough, man. It was rough.
Dude, if you lived with a girlfriend or roommate, they would never let you live that down.
I would come back in and they'd be packing up their shit to fucking move out. Like, you're insane. It's rough living, man.
Dude, that is fucking hilarious. So you saw something on your...
I was
I love that you were already high and you're like, oh, fuck, I keep hearing this in my head. I'll check.
Yep.
You see a fucking video of a dude, your worst nightmare.
I just went...
Let's go.
Yep. I fucking... I screamed at nobody, let's party. That's not good.
God damn it.
I was ready to bash some dude so fucking hard.
Dude, you're lucky that, like, a neighbor didn't see that, because what if they called the cops?
I know.
I would have called the cops if I saw my neighbor with a pit bull, a baseball bat in his underwear.
Yeah.
Yelling, let's party.
And now I'm stoned and I got to explain that whole thing to a cop.
You're like, well, hold on. Here's what happened. Like, you're just getting in the back of the car. We're going to jail.
Yeah.
You're clearly insane.
Yeah, could you imagine if a neighbor was like, who are you yelling at? And I'm like, it's a long story.
Myself.
Yeah, it was me. I was yelling at me. I know, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I was breaking into my own car. Well, kind of. Technically, whatever.
I was yelling at past Alan for breaking into his own vehicle.
Dude, that's fucking great, man. So that happened on that Saturday?
Yep, that was February 23rd.
Holy shit. Did you tell anyone that night?
Not that night, but you better believe the next day I told the dudes at the show and they couldn't fucking believe it.
Oh my God.
So good.
So fucking funny.